Welcome folks, this is Wear and Tear, yet another outdoor and gear review channel. Today I want to show you the Jetbeam M37 Crossbow, a tactical flashlight, a very straightforward tactical flashlight in this case. Here I show you some outdoor beam shots taken in a World War II bunker here in Linz. So you can see the effects of the beam on high mode or turbo mode actually. Well, this flashlight only has 3 modes, that is high, medium, and low. That might be something like a hidden 4th mode, I never discovered that. Now, the flashlight claims to have 3000 lumens. In fact, it has those only for a brief few seconds, then it regulates down pretty drastically. The flashlight is actually marketed as a pure tactical flashlight, so that's why it always comes on high and with a very blinding light. It has something like a combination between a throw and a floodlight. The hotspot is not extremely defined, it's just a whole lot of light. It is very bright, although it doesn't really reach the claimed 3000 lumens. It's still brighter than many other lights that are within that lumen range. Now, if we have a look at the M37 here, I have the beautiful white version. The build quality, let's handle that first, is absolutely amazing. I typically on my channel, I review budget lights like this Workers TD04, which also claims to be a tactical light, but it is more EDC light. It has a tactical mode though. But this one already has excellent build quality. But there's just a little step up with Jetbeam. The machining is just a little bit better. I mean, here the anodization, the white anodization is absolutely amazing. It also adds some grip. It has some kind of satin feel to it. It kind of takes to dirt a little bit, so stuff is rubbing off on it. You can clean the white surface. But yeah, it is amazingly looking. Here we have those deep fins. Let me actually show you what those fins do here in thermal imaging. So the light heats up pretty quickly, but we can see that in the head area, it really dissipates the heat very well. And so you can hardly touch it on the head after a couple of minutes, but it's still okay to operate it on the body, hold it on the body. That's what I found in the bunker as well. Now, if we get to the front of the light, we have a very pronounced strike bezel with zirconium beads in there, so to actually break glass or break other hard surfaces or soft surfaces, depending on your definition. So we have a slight orange peel in there. We have a Cree XHB 50.3 cold white LED, and we have a cat hair in there. Thank you, cat. Anyways, so it's an up-to-date LED. It's a very robust construction. It's watertight. I've tested it. I've no doubt that it's never letting any water in. If we open it up, and I always open it up, I unscrew the head, because I will show you why I don't do the tail. So here we have, first of all, we have those super beefy springs in there. They're good. They take some current. We have 18650 3500 milliamp cell in here with a USB-C charging port. This is an advantage because that way there is no question whether the charging port is protected. It can't be more protected than this. Now, my experience is with such solutions that it can happen that those cells act up, because those cells are a little bit more complex than usual. And I've had cells where the charging port actually stopped working, but every solution has advantages and disadvantages. This light also works with other 18650 cells, so it would be easy to find a replacement on the fly. Interestingly enough, it's not rated for 2 CR123A batteries like most military style flashlights would be, because those batteries are sometimes just preferable. but for the civilian market, it doesn't matter. Now, the tail area of the light is interesting because, first of all, we have a more complex build here. We have this ring that holds the lanyard, and you can remove the clip. The clip goes through. It's like a collar, and this is it's a very robust way of actually designing a clip. I've had that problem with clips that they come off, like when I take the lights on night shifts and stuff, or having them on a belt. Like this style of clip will come off. This one is much preferable. Yeah, it leaves some marks on the white anodization, so that's why I don't like to open the light in this area, or why I don't like to open the tail cap. I will always open it here when I want to access the battery. So we have a mechanical style tail switch, which is still the safest, most panic-proof type of tail switch that you can think of. It is able to tail stand, probably not on this surface here because it's a soft mat, but it is, I've tested it on hard surfaces, it's able to tail stand whether it's engaged or disengaged. It also has that interesting feature, you can see a little bit of light when it's turned on. Some people like that. And it also can stand crookedly like that, which is totally funny because of the zirconium beads, so you have a little bit more light spill. So there's some quirks to this light that might be actually useful. Now, what do I like about the light? The overall grip. I like the straightforward design philosophy. This is indeed a flashlight that you would use for actual self-defense, for those of us who only have that option or prefer non-lethal options, less dangerous. It's just a lot of blinding cold white light. The color rendition is actually fairly decent, as you can see in those outdoor spots. You can see the plant colors. They come across pretty natural, despite this being really a cold white light. It's not terrible. It's not great. It's not terrible for purebred tactical light either. So yeah, anyways, it's a simple light. You just switch through. You have only 3 modes. The 30 lumens mode is pretty decent. You have that like 700 lumens mid mode, and you have the high mode. The high mode typically always comes on, and you can also push like twice or so, and then you have a strobe. But the 3000 lumens mode itself is already so blinding it doesn't leave any questions open. If someone wants to attack you or something like that, those 3000 lumens are a deterrent, as much deterrent as you get with light, at least. Yeah, everything else, fit and finish of this light is great. The price point, I've initially seen it advertised for $70. Yeah, the quality level is there. It's like on the quality level of a Phoenix light or something like that, but it's still a little bit steep. I got that thing from AliExpress for like $40, which makes it totally worth it, which brings it into the range of something like a Vercus or Sofern light, which are typically the most bang for your buck. Anyways, this is not really, it's kind of like in the everyday carry series. It says it's not an everyday carry light to me. It's not versatile enough, but it's definitely something that you would like to take into certain situations. And yeah, just let's look at the size. This is a 21700 light, and this is powered by 18650 light. So it's a little bit more of a clunkier, bigger light, but it's definitely because it needs to shed a lot of excess heat. So the body is designed that way. Yeah. So the Jetbeam M37 Crossbow is a very good, very utilitarian tactical flashlight. I can definitely recommend it. And for me, this is definitely a keeper. I don't have any other light at this time that really fulfills the same role. Now, this was Wear and Tear. I hope you enjoyed the review. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you liked my contribution. And as is it. Over and out.